In this case, you just buy a simple smart plug or a switch with neutral install, and automatically the devices are connected to the smart plug and connected to the hub. In this case, there is no more performance issues in terms of network. Of course, in case of Wi-Fi, no device like smart plug has the built-in feature of repeater, which all of our hardwired devices, such as switch with neutral, smart plug, and more, do have. Okay, this is one more feature. And speaking about the newer devices of us, we have the update of the protocol. So before, all these devices, these are like more or less classic, they are using Zigbee 1.2, which is no much worse than the newer version of Zigbee. But Zigbee 3.0 has some really impressive features. For example, the features are like this. We have some newer devices, of course, all of our newer switches, for example, EU wall switch and the US wall switch, which is now sold and has the biggest discount under this Black Friday deals from Akara in our official store. This device is based on Zigbee 3.0 protocol, which means that it will have some exclusive features which will be present also in all of the devices we will release later on any of overseas markets. So 3.0 means that, for example, even if the hub has some issues with internet connection or just shortage of power, in this case two devices which are connected to the hub, even without the hub, will be able to communicate between each other. And I think this is impressive just because the stability of your network and your security system and something like this will just improve significantly. So even the shortage of power and even the problems inside the hub will just will be removed and will not influence the performance of the devices. And this is also a big advantage over Wi-Fi or some other protocols. So this is Zigbee. Okay. Next point is, okay, I did describe what is in the box. Once again, 5 products. We have 2 sensors, door window sensor, motion sensor, 1 hub, which is connecting all these devices together, and 1 smart plug, which is also acting as a repeater for your Zigbee network, which is also a for some. Okay, as for the hub, of course, you need the hub to connect any of your Akara devices to your Zigbee network and to use it together. So except for G2H camera, because G2H camera is also a hub. So all the devices require the hub, but if you buy this kind of starter kit, in this case you will not need to get any kind of hub anymore, because Akara hub will support quite many devices, more than 50 without any issues as well. Okay, so and now we'll just explain you the most useful use cases for this kind of starter kit we prepared for you. But first of all, we will announce that today we also will have a giveaway of several starter kits from Akara to you. The task will be really simple, just a comment. I'll announce it a bit later. After I'll describe all the automations we have prepared, we'll have like a small stop for you to try to get the smart home starter kit. And we will send it to you based on your luck. As for the starter kit, one little disclaimer. Of course, it does have the American plug, and it is rated for usage on the US and Canadian market. In this case, of course, it should be based in the US and Canada. We will have some more things later for other users, so no problem. For example, overseas testing and much more stuff. So don't be sad about it. But for now, this giveaway just for the Americans. So for Canada, basically 2 markets in America we are on currently. So US, Canada, these users are able to participate in our giveaway, which will happen after I'll describe the automations. Okay, if you guys have some more questions, in the screenshot as well, let's check. Okay, and later I'll test the automations. So here we have an iPad. What is good about this kind of iPad? So let me. Thank you. More questions? Okay, EU switch already answered. Your product range is so messed up. Okay, I understand that there is some confusion about the product range, but please don't confuse the products we do sell officially on overseas markets with the products which are actually intended for different markets. For example, if you are trying to buy something from AliExpress, it means we don't sell it officially. So officially we sell this set of products, and if you check our official website in English, so for Europe, for US, for global region, you will just see the devices which are sold officially on overseas markets. And between these devices, I think there is no much confusion. We have like smart switches for the US, so just enter US website, check our products, and you will see that the product line is quite streamlined. Of course, if you mix all the products from many regions in one, let's say, basket, in this case, it will be hard to understand. But yeah, please understand us as well. Okay, a lot of your products are shown as not available on Amazon. When is more stock coming? So when is more stock coming? Okay, try to use US or Canadian address. Okay, Amazon.com is US address. Yeah. So I think your your address is not correct. I think we don't have the issues with stock right now. So that's why I think the mistake is there. Of course, Amazon.com for the US. So okay. Also, don't be sad about it. Just US for now. Hopefully later we'll enter more Amazons. For now, only US and Canada, Amazon.com, US only. Okay, just change the address and check which is in stock, and the majority of the products are obviously in stock and are ready for the sale, which will happen starting from tomorrow. It's quite a big sale. The starter kit, once again, how many percent for starter kit? 28%, so quite a substantial discount, and other products from 20 to 36%. 36 once again, a car smart wall switch for US and Canada. Okay, this is for the US, Amazon.com. Okay, thank you. And now let's move forward to our automations. First of all, I would like to explain you about the HomeKit. So, Aqara products do not focus just on the HomeKit smart home ecosystem. Aqara products do support much more, so even like let's say Google Assistant as well, like Hey Google, Amazon Alexa, some local solutions, of course Mi Home, local, for example, for Russia, Alisa, Russia, and so on. For Korea, we have one more assistant which is called Flora. So we try to incorporate as many international assistants as possible, integrate into third-party ecosystem, not to limit you just by our products. So we try to make this support more wide, but for now the main thing for us, the main ecosystem remains to be Apple HomeKit, and in Apple HomeKit segment we are obviously one of the strongest players, which is amazing for us. Yeah. Okay, so if you check, for example, our iPad, so what is important about the iPad here? So to use HomeKit and use it remotely, you need some HomeKit hub from Apple. What kind of devices can do it? So first of all, HomePod, obviously, I think the best solution for the hub. HomePod Mini as well, but Mini is now out of stock, so I have heard that some people who ordered it will not be able to get it until the next year, unfortunately. A bit weird, yeah? But at the same time, you can use iPad and Apple TV as a hub as well. So iPad, which is constantly at your home, you can just put it there without taking it out, and you can configure it using the Home app as your smart home hub, which means HomeKit hub. Okay. Let me increase the brightness. So Home app is here. Is it possible to see the iPad like this, or it is too small? It's okay, yeah? Yeah. Okay, well, so of course for Apple you need the Home app, and Home app is fully supported by our products, so you can just, when you add it to Aqara Home, they will all appear here because of the installation process which we have inside. But the best functionality is, of course, reached, like achieved in Aqara Home app. It's here as well. Just use the App Store to download this free app, and you will have a bit more flexible automation solution here. Okay, for HomeKit, why I need this kind of home app without products? Because we obviously do not cover all the niches, all the products, and using the Home app or other ecosystems such as Amazon Alexa or Google Home, you can connect our devices to devices of different manufacturers and use them together. But in this case, you will lose this Zigbee advantage. So Of course, let's say you have some smart plug for a third-party manufacturer that supports HomeKit and uses Wi-Fi. In this case, it will not be inside our Zigbee ecosystem, which is connected by a car hub. In this case, it will lose some exclusive Zigbee features. It will be a bit slower, and so on. So, of course, the best solution if you already have the Zigbee network inside your home to just keep this stuff with our devices. And I hope in the future we will offer you more and more devices so that all the possible, the most needed niches will be covered by our products. Okay, let's say you have an iPad, you put it in your home and configure it via the Home app as a HomeKit hub. In this case, you will be able to start using HomeKit native, let's say. Even if you go out... Oh, no, Siri, please. Okay. I don't know, she's very attentive to me today, I don't know why. Okay, so here, this iPad, let's say is at home, and after this, if it is connected to the network, and is a hub, so all the HomeKit devices are connected to this device as well using Wi-Fi channel inside your Wi-Fi network. In this case, you will be able to control and monitor your devices which are connected to HomeKit remotely. So even if you're outside your house, let's say you're traveling or something, you will be able to control, to check your security system and more. As for a car home, you don't need any kind of HomeKit hub for it. So I mean, if you have our hub, in this case, you just install a car home app and the devices will be here, configured devices, or in case of this starter kit, devices will be already configured, prepared, and you will be able to use it without any kind of Apple's HomeKit hub, like HomePod, Apple TV, or iPad, which is a small advantage. As for the other ecosystems, of course, there is no HomeKit hub on this ecosystem, so just with the car hub, you will be able to connect our devices to Amazon, Alexa, and Google Home. But the problem for Amazon and Google Home is that their automation support is not that wide. For example, Google is the routines, which are activated by the voice. So support is a bit poor, but at the same time, you can use the car home app for automations and your Google Assistant speaker or any kind of Google Assistant device, just with your voice to control your devices directly. Of course, it's important to control the controllers because otherwise it doesn't make much sense to ask what is the temperature in the room. So the most advanced way is about automation. So, okay, let me elaborate a bit more on this. So why I think that automation is the most advanced? Because from my point, this is one of the main things about the smart home. So let's say smart home level 0. Level 1 is when you come home and you can control all the devices via your voice, or using your app. So this is something you should do manually by yourself. You open the app. It's also possible to do using a car home app or any HomeKit home app as well. So for example, like this, you press it. Sorry. Could you please give me the fan? Small fan. It's here. Sorry. Okay. Let's say this is just any kind of devices plugged into the smart plug. Let's say any kind of light, any kind of coffee machine, any kind of air humidifier, and more. No problem. So, but in this case, we use a small fan, which is USB compatible. This is the remote control from car home app, also immediately because of Zigbee and this local automation. So really fast. This is level, let's say 1 smart home. You should do something by yourself. You should open the app, press, or you can just say, hey Siri. No, hey Siri. Okay, no problem. In this case, to make a more smart, a more interesting smart home for you, we suggest you to use automation. So once again, automations are not present, for example, in Google Home or the routines are there. So automations are present in a car home, obviously, HomeKit. Some automations, like functionality, is also in Alexa app. But for our devices, of course, the best solution for automations is a car home. So how to make it and how simple it can be. You just press the automation tab in a car home app, that you can see, and here you can add and configure any kind of automations with a really simple way of configuration. So what is the way? Is the obvious way of if and then. So let's say if something happens, then do something. After you configure this kind of automations, let's say the simple automation about the doorbell, I did already show to you. So doorbell automation. And here, what do we have here? So we have if, and the if here is responsible for the action which will trigger some event in 10 sections. So the action is obviously just this mini switch. You press the mini switch. If you press the mini switch, then the hub turns on the doorbell sound. Let's try again. Just press, and it's here. At the same time, you can configure it flexibly, so you can add something like notification. Let's say if you are outside the home, outside of your home, in this case, notification will come to your phone in case someone is ringing your doorbell, which is quite, I think, amazing. Okay, this is the automations, and actually, I think the smart home of the future, or smart home of even of today, is when you come home, you don't have to ask Siri or Alexa or Google Assistant anything. Just everything is working by yourself. So you open the door window sensor detects it, turns on the light. Let's say humidity is rising in your bathroom. In this case, the bathroom exhaust is turned on automatically, so you just never touch any buttons, and it just works. And this is something, for example, I have in my home, and it's possible to configure using the smart home of today. But for the future, let's say smart home version 3, it will be something even more amazing. For now, the key limitation of the smart home of today is that to make a really smart home, you have to know how to configure these quite complex automations. Yes, it's not something like Home Assistant, where you have to script actually to know how to write the code. But at the same time, you have to understand how these automations with devices work. We do try to make the automation interface as easy to understand as possible, but still, for many people, this is something more or less hard to use. Okay, and in the future, I really hope, let's say, the new generation of home automation will be just automatic by itself. So it will configure automations using based on your habits. So you just used your devices like you wanted. After, let's say, 1 week, all the smart devices just replicate how you are actually using your devices manually. And this will be something which will be accessible by everyone. So even by someone who is not familiar with tech and this kind of apps and automation configurations, and everyone who can just have these devices installed at home will have an access to automation. This is something I hope we will do in the coming years, but for now, you have to configure the automation by itself. And even in HomeKit, this problem is not solved yet as well, even by app.
I'm not sure I understand.
I also don't, I'm not sure. Okay, keep going. As for the automations one by one, which I want to describe, these automations are based just on the starter kit, and you can just install these devices and use these automations. Let's go one by one. And first of all, maybe you have some more questions. If not many. In this case, I'll move forward and wait for more questions. Feel free to ask the questions because I'll just answer them as fast as possible. But once again, at the end of the stream, after I explain these automations, we will have a giveaway of smart home starter kits to you. But you should be based in the USA or Canada to get this kind of product. Just like this for now. Sorry. Okay. More? Oh, sorry. Okay. One by one. Okay. Doesn't. I need ship to Canada. Switching location doesn't help me. Please try our Amazon.ca store. So Amazon.ca/Akara from small letter A, or just search Akara in Amazon.ca, and you will see all the devices there. We have a store in Canada. We entered Canada just a few weeks ago, and this is quite amazing. I think for those people who were asking us to enter Canada for since quite much time, and now we are finally there. So take advantage of it. Okay, do you guys have a site with common automation samples? This is something we want to deliver a bit later, I think at the beginning of the next year. This is, I really understand the importance of it, so we have to have some database of automations, but for now I would like to just advise to you to check something like let's say the roundup of automations from smart home solar, for example, the majority of them can be replicated by our products without any issues. So of course we don't get coverage yet. I hope we'll have the coverage soon by this kind of YouTube channel. But for now, just check these automations, and some of them are really amazing and they can make your life much easier. But later we'll launch some portal where you'll be able to just check the most useful, most interesting automations. But now we try to explain you this kind of automations using these kind of live streams. For today, something more or less basic, because this is just for the people who want to buy this kind of story kit and configure these simple automations, but later we'll make something more or less advanced. Okay, so from 1 to 5, let's say. The first automation I did already show to you, the doorbell automation. You don't need anything else except for the starter kit, which does include the hub, which has a built-in siren or the speaker, and the mini switch. So what can you do to take advantage of this automation? To just once again stick this mini switch outside your home near your entrance door, and anyone who will be close will see that this is a button. Will press the button, and your hub, one or even several hubs according to your configuration. So you can add many conditions, many like then actions as well. Conditions are if, so actions are then. Yeah. So let's say this is the basic. Just when you press once, it starts to ring. What can you make? What can you make to make this automation even more advanced? So you can, for example, make a condition if the security system is armed. In this case, this automation will send you a notification to your phone. It means if you are outside your home, so nobody is inside, in this case you will not listen to this siren ringing because it doesn't make any sense. You are outside, but you will get a notification. Okay, quite smart, I think. So at the same time, you can make some more than conditions. For example, ring one hub, okay, ring another hub, turn on the camera and whatever you want, and turn on and off the lights. So just to attract the attention. For example, if you don't like this kind of doorbell sound, you can, for example, just make this hub blinking, like the red light to attract your attention. Really easy to configure it according to your preference. Okay, this was the automation about the doorbell. I think one of the most useful ones, but which is pretty basic. Let's move on to the second automation I wanted to discuss. Okay, what is interesting about this hub? We have not just the hub functionality inside. Many of our competitors do have this fixed functionality, which is just this smart home control center. But in our case, we try to add this kind of useful features inside our hubs. So what kind of features this hub has? Three extra features. One feature is the speaker, like a siren, quite loud one, which can make you alert about some things. Secondly, it has an illumination sensor inside, so it's not that flexible, unfortunately. So just the condition is like darkness detected. Let's check it. So you press here, later you press if, add. Later, a car hub has conditions darkness detected here, so basically if it becomes dark, you can turn on and off something. And third thing, which is good about the hub, obviously the RGB light. So let's control the hub to show you this functionality. There are some scenes, for example, you can make it let's say blue like this, or this kind of orange. So you can choose the color from millions, or I don't know how many colors here. RGB colors, so any color is applicable here, and of course you can change the brightness as well. So, and the most important, of course, to include this into the automations. Okay, these are three features of this hub, and our automation, which I want to show, does use one of these features. Okay, this feature is obviously the night light, and many people do use it like a night light. How to make it like easy? You just take the motion sensor, this motion sensor, put it something like below the bed, and at night, when let's say you want to wake up and stand up, in this case, this light will turn on slightly, and you will not have to turn on all the light to be okay, and not to be scared by, let's say, falling down. So don't have this risk. This night light will just turn on like you want. It can be triggered by motion sensor, like a door window sensor, like easy functionality. At the same time, the good thing is like when it's plugged near the wall, let's say white wall, in this case so this light is blinking up like something around it, and in this case this kind of ambience from this light looks quite impressive. So at the same time you can use this night light when you are watching the movie or something like this, to have some small light, not to dive into the full darkness when you are watching the TV. When you have, you can create a scene something like movie times. Okay, what kind of movie time? I'm also using it as well. Let's say I have the assistant for now, but at the same time you can think how to make it differently using some automations. Let's say put a vibration sensor on under your sofa, so you can sit on the sofa and the vibration sensor will just trigger this kind of automations. Up to you completely. But as for me, I just use it using the voice assistant. Telling something like movie time, and in this case, my lights are going down, and my hubs going on and lit up everything, which is with a low brightness, not to make my movie experience bad. Okay, so this was the second automation, of course, night light, which is built into the hub, and I think third, more or less complex, more or less high-tech automation I would like to describe is about the security system. So before, the HomeKit security system was much more advanced than the one which was in our car home app, but now we have quite an impressive functionality inside our car home app. Let's check it. So you enter the car home app, and here you have something which is called Safeguard. So maybe alarm system it will be called later, but it doesn't matter much. So this is just a basic alarm system. Not that basic actually. It has many features, and how to configure it easily. So you just put it here, press here, and you will see that we have similar to HomeKit. We have 3 modes, and what is very important for us is that this system is synchronized with HomeKit security system. This is something that did arrive just a few months ago before many users was asking for it, and finally we have this functionality, which is I think quite amazing. Okay, we have 3 modes. One is like home guard, like when you are at home, what you want to do. Second is away guard. Away guard, it means like when you go out and you turn on this kind of guard, and your home is monitored constantly using our security guard or alarm system. Okay, and third one, night guard. For those who want to have separate mode for night, this is also possible to make. Okay, what is good about this system? What can we do with the devices which are included into this starter kit? So, what is good here? We have a mini switch. So, of course, many users are used to turn on the alarm system, let's say manually, so by pressing some kind of button. When you go out of your home, you just can simply press this button, let's say twice or once, depends on your configuration. So here there is sorry, stop. Okay, I put edit and say away guard, and here we have many settings. So, and what is good about it is that you can just configure in which cases this kind of security system is armed and disarmed. For example, here I did configure it to be armed in case I double press the wireless main switch. Let's check it. 2 times. Okay, it's armed, and our iPad did get the notification for HomeKit because HomeKit security system is bound to a car security system. At the same time, let's say we long press this to disarm. And what is important, especially compared to, let's say, our Mi Home computing app, is that in a car home you can just disarm, let's say, have a delay between the triggering of your sensors and the possible disarming of your alarm system. Let's say, like in conventional alarm system, when you, let's say, open the door and enter your room, you will have 30 or more seconds to disarm your security system. Just simply like a conventional security system without any issues. So, and after, let's say, this 30 seconds, you will be able to just press this button once or twice, depends on your configuration, and disarm it. Once again, in this automation, we have many conditions. And here, we just double press this button and the security system is armed. And now let's say we have the door window sensor, which is pre-configured as a trigger device of our security system. We open it, and what happens? Okay, our security system goes mad. Confirm. Notification is clear. You immediately get a notification from a car home app and HomeKit app as well, Apple Home app as well. So because the door window sensor was triggered while your alarm system was armed. It works like this, quite simple to understand. Yes. So in case you have a guard devices, don't hesitate to open our security guard or alarm system and configure it according to your needs. It is simple 3 modes and compatible with HomeKit security system as well. Okay, may I have some water? Thank you. Okay, this was the part about security system. Of course, you can add more trigger devices, such as motion sensor as well, such as much more sensors such as, for example, Waterline Sensor, vibration sensor to stick it on the window, and any other core devices inside it, and even third-party devices using the HomeKit security system. So no big limitations with this solution, which is quite impressive. At the same time, you can arm it and disarm automatically as well. So the same settings, away guard, let's say, and here there are many settings, and here arm automatically. You can choose sensors as well. Let's say if you don't want to press the button anymore, let's say when no motion is detected inside your room for, let's say, 1 minute, in this case, your security system can be armed. There is a small disclaimer that maybe better to use it manually, but for me, I do use it as well, and this works okay without any issues. So feel free to try and configure it according to your needs. Okay, automatically, once again, I really like the automatic way of arming and disarming as well. So let's say, in my case, when no motion is detected, the system is armed, and when I come back and open my smart door lock, of course no smart door lock for some of the regions yet, but later we'll have, I'm pretty sure about it. So, and everything will be automatic. You will not have to press any kind of buttons to arm and disarm your security system. It just depends on you. You can both press and make it automatic. Okay, that was about the security guard. Okay, let me disable it quite easily. Just press and stop, and the system is disarmed here without any issues. Thank you. Okay, one more automations with this smart home starter kit that, by the way, gets a discount of 28%. So the price is down from $125 to $89.9, which is quite substantial. One of the lowest prices through the year here, or the lowest. Okay. Very low, like compared to regular price, which is quite impressive because not many festivals like this are happening on Amazon. So two main are obviously the Prime Day, which we did have some time ago, about 1 month ago, and the Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which is like maybe the first and the second most important festival for Amazon sales. Okay, and will be Christmas campaign as well, so stay tuned, and we'll have one more campaign later in December, late December, of course. Okay, so one more use case you can simply apply using this smart home starter kit is, okay, simple automation of the lights. Of course, the best way to automate the lights is to buy our wall switch that does get a discount of 36%. So now the price of a car wall switch, the lowest price, the virtual with neutral, is just $22.98. Which is quite low, and I can say that it's even cheaper than many of Wi-Fi competing solutions. As I have said already, like ZigBee has many advantages over Wi-Fi currently, and of course, if you're considering buying some Wi-Fi switch for 20 and 20, or our wall switch with neutral for 23, in this case, I think the choice is quite easy. Okay. As for automating the lights, once again, we have sensors, not just these sensors, there are much more sensors you can check as well. Discounts are quite big, about 20% or even more. So these sensors will send the signal to the hub, and the hub will control something like some controllers such as smart plug or smart pole switch, and the lights will be controlled automatically. So what kind of automatic controls are here? Same thing. I did already show you the automation using just pressing the smart pole switch. Okay, auto lights. This automation in our iPad is called automatic lights, so you can see as well. If then simply, so the thing is like that. If we open the door window sensor, in this case the smart plug should go on to the no, this one. Okay, so the automation is like this. Just simply when you any of your sensors is triggered, in this case your controllers will turn on and off. Okay, just quite fast and without any delays. And this will be the fully automatic control of your lights. You can both control them one by one or control them together. So let's say if the motion is detected in your corridor, in this case, turn on all the lights within a home using the smart pole switches or smart plugs. You can just connect any kind of device, simple US plug like this, into the smart plug and just use it automatically with the devices within this target. So of course later you will be able to purchase more motion sensors or door window sensors, put them when you want. Once again, to attach them, this task is really easy, so you just do, let's say, make this kind of sticker pad out, and you can stick it where you want and it will be stuck quite well. So even sometimes very hard to detach it from something like this. Okay. Easy as well. Installation will take, I think, something about like 10 seconds, the lowest, I think, and the longest maybe more. And okay, look here. We have some new features. It's like when any of our devices gets triggered, you can trigger a smaller alarm on this home screen of Okara Home app, and you can just confirm this alarm, for example. Okay, well, let me show you again. So we have the contact sensor, which is door window sensor, and the motion sensor here. So let's say I do this. Motion is detected immediately, and the alarm here in this orange color is activated as well. So you can easily check which devices are triggered if you want, just by configuring these fast access tiles on the home screen of Okara Home app. Okay, automatic lights, also quite easy and basic thing using this, but if you buy just a starter kit without buying our switches, you will be limited by some devices which are connected to this smart plug. So what is good about connecting this smart plug? You are not limited just by lights or one type of device. You can use whatever devices you want to use. For example, there are devices with a plug. For example, the toaster, actually finally story about the toaster, so obviously not all the toasters do support this kind of operations. So some toasters, if you disconnect them and connect back, you will have to charge them again. But for many toasters, you can just put it, the bread inside, let's say plug it in, like arm it, and later in the morning you can just start your day without waiting for the toast to be ready. The same for coffee machine. Just plug in the coffee machine, let's say schedule the automatic turning on the smart plug, let's say in the morning, and in the morning your smart plug will be on and the coffee machine will be on as well. Which is, I think, quite convenient, because like you will not have to wait. And any kind of our devices are supported as well, so humidifiers which can be turned on just by turning on the power of the smart plug and more. So that's why it's important. And once again, apart from the smart plug, we can control the lights using the US smart pole switches, which are not the subject of our today's stream. Of course, for different regions such as Europe, we have even more devices such as like small relay module, but now we are focusing on US region, although any questions for anyone from different countries are welcome as well. And if you have some more, we have some more questions. In this case, I'm ready to answer the questions as well. So we have one more screenshot. I will be happy to answer them right now. Okay. Okay, that was about the light automations. quite advanced solutions, and our smart is a part of the starter kit, which is now sold for less than $90 has some extra function, not only a repeater for your Zigbee network, which makes your network stronger, but also output that can record the statistics about the power usage. Okay, let me show you this here. So in the car home app, when you open it and go to the page of your smart plug, you will have the statistics of the power. Of course, in our case, we don't draw much power, but as the smart plug supports almost up to 2 kilowatts, so 1.8 kilowatts, I think, yeah, of the power, you can check it on the website. Okay, okay. Ruslan Bashmakov is asking me Russian. So yes, it's very important to learn English and start speaking English. Yeah, okay. In case you have any questions in Russian, you can just find our VK official page and ask them there. No problem to answer. Okay, here we have different statistics for our smart plug. So one statistic is current power, and if you open this kind of page here, it will look a bit empty, just because we don't connect any kind of high power devices here and just started using this smart plug yesterday. But still, the power draw is quite easy to understand. So you can just see, okay, you can move it as well. You just see the small peaks, and this was the moment when I was turning on this small fan. Statistics is logged here for weeks, and you can check the overall statistics weekly, daily, and more. So very easy to configure this kind of period. So for example, from here to here, and no data, of course, we don't have a data for double 11 day. Today, once again, it was 0 here, and now we have small peaks about the power of the device connected to the smart plug. Okay, this is some extra feature of the smart plug, nothing really special, but this is something that many people need. Why? Because obviously the power efficiency is a question for, especially for people who live in America, so the electricity price is not very low, so of course they want to know how much any of their devices, like electric devices, can consume. But there is a limitation of 1.8 kilowatts for this smart plug. Okay, once again, today on this screen you can just turn the plug on and off immediately, yeah, just press. At the same time see the overall statistics and click and check more detailed statistics using the chart by clicking any of these small icons. Okay, that was the feature of power consumption metering or statistics of our car smart plug, which is a part of this smart home starter kit. For this smart plug, you can also purchase it separately if you already have the hub or sensor, so you are not satisfied by the set of this smart home starter kit. You can just check the discount, which will start tomorrow, starting from midnight, Thanksgiving. So this is Black Friday deals, which will be followed up until Cyber Monday. Okay, I need a car produced in Uruguay. Okay, so Uruguay is still not Uruguay, but later, of course, we have plans to widen our networks in many countries, but not immediately, unfortunately. It takes time. Okay, but looking forward to all of the other countries as well. And in case you want to buy, for now, you can only use something like AliExpress. And someday, I hope we will be present on these markets officially. Okay, have a Car Hub S1. So there is no Car Hub S1 basically. We only have the Car Hub N1S, which will enter the market later. Of course, you can check the pages on some websites already. But I can say that the Car Hub N1S will not have many differences with current Car Hub. So there is no much sense in waiting for a Car M1S for a few months, because in the US we'll still keep selling the Car Hub for some time. So I can tell you for sure that Illumination Sensor will be there as well. The form factor will be absolutely the same. The RGB light will be the same, so you will be able to do the same things with your car, with the Car Hub M1S. The same HomeKit compatibility, no big difference. So I think this like quite a low price on the smart home hub in the US, is okay just to buy it now without waiting. Of course, you can also consider other hubs such as G2H, which we will cover next time during our next live stream. Okay, so let's keep following the automation stuff. We will have Christmas, let's say in 1 month, and this will be the time of the Christmas tree, obviously, then some Christmas tree lights, which is like quite a good tradition. So of course the room will look much more impressive with this kind of lights on the Christmas tree. And these lights, when they have this kind of US standard outlet or plug, it can be obviously connected to our smart plug here. Just connect to the smart plug and make it like turn it on and off automatically. Even measure the power consumption, although it doesn't make much sense. Okay, what can you do about it? For example, using the light sensor here or the motion sensor or door window sensor, just turn on your Christmas tree lights in case the darkness is detected. So let's say when it's bright outside, the lights on the Christmas tree will not be, when it comes dark, the lights will be just turned on and you will see them so automatically without trying to press the small button which is underneath this Christmas tree and so on. So I think this will be quite convenient for you during the Christmas time. Of course, actually there is no HomeKit compatible, like out-of-the-box HomeKit compatible Christmas tree lights, so I think this is quite a good solution for this time, at least for those who use HomeKit. Okay. At the same time, you can use other sensors to trigger this kind of Christmas tree in terms of automations. Yeah, the same. You just open a car home app, configure your automations. In this same simple way, once again, what is the simple way? It is obviously that if something happens, for example, if the motion sensor is triggered, or if in the hub the darkness is detected, this is something I was talking about, then turn on the smart plug. Of course, we don't have the darkness here. Everything is quite bright, so I don't know, maybe it will work. I think not enough, just because the light around is quite bright. So, but in fact, of course, it will work without any issues because the illumination sensor is one of the small perks of this kind of a car hub. Okay, of course, we are not limiting you to use just this set of devices. What kind of other devices we have? For example, Waterline Sensor, which also connects to a car hub and gives you an alert or alarm or something like this in case the water leak is detected. They showed it like last time on the live stream. So this is quite impressive as well. So you don't have to buy another hub for it if you already have this kind of starter kit. Starter kit plus Waterline Sensor will be more complete. Okay. In this case, the Waterline Sensor will get a substantial discount as well. So normal price is like $18.99, and now the price is $13.67. The discount is quite big, almost the maximum one, 28% as well. So all of our sensors and controllers will get quite substantial discounts, and the price will be close to the lowest of the whole year. Okay. What else do we have? Vibration sensor. It's not here because we are not discussing it much. Vibration sensor as well. Just put it somewhere on the window, for example. And really interesting use case I did here some time ago. I think we will be able to elaborate more about it when we will stop on the vibration sensor. The use case is just to put vibration sensor under the bed, and you can track who is using your bed without your authorization. So you can have the logs. You know, sometimes it's quite useful. Okay, what is next? What else do we have? Cube as well, quite a big discount. This unique controller which does not officially support HomeKit, but you will be able to use Siri shortcuts for it. So Cube gets a discount of 23%. So now the price is $14.62. Overall, I can say the sensors are one of the most cost efficient on US Amazon, so and they are Zigbee compatible, which gives you substantial advantages over other products. Once again, 2-year battery life, fast speed, and more. So some more features I did already describe a bit like some time ago. What else? Of course, a US wall switch. So, sorry, I'll show you the US wall switch here as well. So, these are our wall switches for US wall box. Quite easy ones. So, once again, biggest discount of 36% for the most basic version. This is the box. This is the US wall switch. As well, with this starter kit, this kind of wall switch, which is compatible with the US frames and US wall box, has the versions of 1 or 2 buttons. Okay, so this is the American wall switch, and if you connect it to the hub from this starter kit, you will be able to control even more lights or even bathroom exhausts using this wall switch. So installation is quite easy as well. Okay, what else? Okay, a wall switch has 4 versions. What kind of versions? With neutral, no neutral, 1 parameter, and secondly 1 or 2 buttons. And in case of 2 button switch, even if you don't have 2 lights in your wall box, in this case you can just you can use it as you want. So you can even use 1 button as a wireless switch. So 1 button will control the light actually, and the second button you can I don't know, for example, trigger this kind of alarm. So arm the alarm using this press of this virtual wireless switch button, or configure it according to your needs. Okay. So I think I didn't mention all the products except for the G2H camera. So as for the G2H camera, we will touch it next time when we will have the live stream. This is a very important product for us, one of the most competitive compared to other home security cameras. That's why we will leave it for the next, I think, the main stream of the Black Friday live stream from a car. Okay. As I did promise, now I think we have to move forward to the giveaway we did already announce. But first of all, maybe we have some more questions. In case we have more questions, how long do the sensor batteries last? Okay, so we announced the official, let's say, number of 2 years. So for 2 years, the sensors will almost, for sure, will work in your setup. But of course, we cannot just know how much you will use the sensor. For regular use, which is like, I think 90% of the users, the battery life will be more than 2 years. But for some users, let's say, who will trigger the sensor every single second, okay, not second, every single minute, in this case, of course, battery life will be lower, but in many cases, we have seen many users who have the battery life of 4 years of our car sensors. And this is the main thing compared to Wi-Fi solutions, which require much more power and have much shorter battery life. What kind of battery are needed? So we have various types of batteries. Here the battery type for motion sensor is CR2450. This is just a standard small battery. I think, okay, on Amazon you can find this kind of batteries without any hassle, so very easily. Okay, but for some sensors, of course, we have a bit different type of battery. For example, for mini switch, we have a battery CR2032, a bit different. But I can say that using just 3 types of the batteries, you will cover the needs of all of your sensors. So just if you buy cheap and small batteries in advance, you can be sure that within, let's say, 3 or even more years, you will not have to check the battery, and even when you will have to check the battery, even in this case, you will have the spare battery, which is very cheap, and of course, much more eco-friendly. Why? Because this, let's say, 3 battery cells from some Wi-Fi motion sensor will harm much more when they are recycled compared to the small battery that should be recycled just once in 3, 4, or even 5 years. Okay, as for the small door window sensor, the battery type is CR1632. Of course, we cannot fit all the batteries into all the products. Some of the products are so small, tiny. In this case, the battery will be smaller as well. But the battery life will not be affected. We did calibrate it in a way that the minimum battery life expected for the majority of users is more than 2 years. Okay, so more questions? If you have any questions, very soon we'll have the giveaway of several smart home starter kit. I think one per each channel. So if you're ready for the giveaway, we can proceed to it. Okay. So what is needed from you? Please pay attention. We'll have, I think, 3 starter kits to be given away soon. So what I will ask you to do is just to add a simple comment on the platform you have. Just write starter kit as fast as possible. Starter kit, just write into the comments of this live stream, and we will take a screenshot and make a randomize the winner of this smart home starter kit from each channel. So just write starter kit as fast as possible, and after some comments will arrive. So do we have comments? Not yet. Okay, starter kit. Good. Someone got the starter kit, yeah? Not yet. Okay. So let's have this countdown. How many comments we have? Oh, good. Okay, so some comments are here. Let's say countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the picture. Stop. Okay. So now we'll try to randomize and tell who won it. Maybe a bit later. Okay. So for now, let me repeat the discounts we have for the Black Friday. So this smart home starter kit, previously the price of the starter kit was $124.9, and now it's just $89.9, which is a good deal taking into account all the products which are included inside, and products are pre-configured once again. Okay, here the discount is just 28%, which is close to the maximum. The maximum discount of all of our products is 36%. This is for this kind of a car wall switch. Okay, cranks here as well. The highest discount. But other sensors and controllers, including the G2H camera, get a discount from around 20-30% as well, which is close to the lowest price in this year. So this is something you should. Okay, the discount will start. This midnight. So in a couple of hours, depends on your time. Is it discount will start EST or PST? Should be EST. PST. Okay, it will start PST midnight from Wednesday to Thursday. So stay tuned and check the time zone as well. This discount. Okay, one more. Okay, one winner is here already. So the Instagram stream winner, which we did randomize, is TriTech Solution. Okay, TriTech Solution, please connect to us using our Instagram account or any other official account, and we will just wait for the address from you to send the starter kit. If you are already, as I have said, based in Canada or the US. Okay, Facebook winner is here as well. So this is Jerry Ryan. Okay, congratulations, guys. So we'll have one more winner as well. So Jerry Ryan, you won the starter kit as well. So please connect to us in Facebook, and we will be waiting for your address to send you this starter kit. Okay. Someone else? No one else? Really? Okay, we got 2 winners, but of course we don't have any problems to make more giveaways later. So I think next live stream we'll have the giveaway of G2H or even something more. So stay tuned, right? So next live stream will happen exactly on the Black Friday. So the Black Friday will be this Friday, obviously after the Thanksgiving. Next day, yeah. Stay tuned. We'll have an announcement. The time will be close to this time, so close to 9:30 EST as well. So, but we will double check and announce. Maybe it's better to make it a bit earlier or a bit later, judging by the number of the users, of the viewers of this live stream. Okay. Once again, today's topic was the smart home starter kit, which includes a car hub, 2 sensors, which are motion sensor and door window sensor, mini switch that can be also used as a doorbell, and a car smart plug. All of these products are based on ZP protocol and work very well together. And this is a good point to start your smart home. And stay tuned for more and more products, and we'll have more and more products in the future. so that you will be able just to have the complete smart home experience using a car products without limiting yourself from using other ecosystems as well. So which kind of ecosystems? Obviously the HomeKit, we are most compatible with the HomeKit. All of our products except for the car cube, even the car cube is compatible as well, are compatible with HomeKit. So as for the cube, you have to use series shortcuts for it, but this is not a big deal, yeah. Google Assistant and Alexa as well, and much more assistants will be added for some regional players. Okay, thank you for your attention. Do you have some more questions? Yeah. Okay, we want more devices, a car, or many language compatible application. Okay, when will all these devices work 5 gigahertz? So we have the plan to switch from 2.4 to 5 gigahertz in our future devices. The first one will be the successor of our current smart camera solutions. Okay, so stay tuned. But for now, this is not a big deal. So why 2.4 is good for our devices? Because 2.4 gigahertz has a bigger range. You know, from the lesson of physics, the more is the frequency of the networks, the lower is the range. So basically, 2.4 just achieves better range. And actually, there is no problem in the majority of routers to get a separate 2.4 gigahertz network. But in the future, of course, we will switch our devices and make them support 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi networks as well. Although why you will need this kind of network at all? Because even with security camera, the bit rate of the rate, the bandwidth of the 2.4 network is perfect even for some 2K or more heavier cameras. But in the future we'll have very impressive codecs such as AV1 codec, so I don't think like 5 gigahertz support is so important, but we know about it, we have users who want it, that's why in the future devices we will have this kind of support. For now, unfortunately not, but for the future, certainly. Okay, one more question, right? Okay, are you planning to support Thread in the future or just ZigBee all the way? Yes, we have such plan, but once again, Thread and ZigBee are really close to each other, so they use the same frequency, and the main features of ZigBee are inherited by Thread. Actually, Thread is a successor of ZigBee. So don't worry, we will support Thread as well. We will support Thread by our hubs, but someday in the future, and it will be easier for some of the new devices to be updated from ZigBee to Thread in case this need will happen. We have this plan, and of course we are checking. Okay, when is the next giveaway? So next giveaway this Friday, Black Friday, we will have a stream about G2H, and we will give away some devices as well. So such an easy way. Okay, so some interesting questions coming as well, yeah? Okay. Thank you for your attention. I think we'll finish, yeah? Okay, thank you. See you in the next, this Friday. Once again, discount starts midnight PST. Many devices, almost the lowest price in the year. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.